What's up guys, it's Tom Ainsworth and I'm back with another lesson on some sextuplet fills. So this one's continuing from last week's lesson, just upping the speed and trying to get a bit more fluidity. So yeah, if you did enjoy last week's and you want to kind of see how I'm going on, then this would definitely be worth sticking around. It's going to be cut up a little bit more just as I switch the tempos. And we're starting off with 130 beats per minute, just to kind of again follow on from last week's, and then we'll just jump up in 10 BPM steps. This was recorded a week after the previous video, so I've tried it once or twice just on my little practice kit, but this is the first time since last week that I've actually tried doing it like on the same kit. So here I'm in the same room, same gear, everything. This is 130 beats per minute, still doing the same thing. You've got right, left, kick, kick with the 8th note step pat. As you can see, or at least as I can see, the open hi-hats that I'm putting on the second hit, so the first left hand, sound miles better than last week. And part of that's just to do with the tempo, because obviously you're not having that open hi-hat lingering for quite as long, because it's moving faster. But then I've got a lot more comfortable actually reaching over there with my left hand, because the rest of it's just pretty much been around the kit on the drums. So jumping ahead a few minutes, we've got 140 beats per minute now. Sorry for kind of the camera wobble there. I had my phone filming this one just on a music stand, so yeah, the vibrations get into it quite a bit more than when I usually have the tripod filming it. So just like last time, I'm going through all of the different subdivisions, putting the accents on the toms, just to get more fluent and more used to all the different feelings, and to get my muscles used to playing all these different dynamic changes. Just like always, if you're not getting it straight away, don't rush it, don't move on, spend some time on it. Like this one, this particular combination, I've been struggling with it quite a bit, so I'm just spending a little bit more time than the other ones on it. So now we've got 150 beats per minute, and this is where it starts to really groove a bit more. So just a side note in terms of the tempo and everything, and something I've just realised, to be honest, the reason I put it on at 150 beats per minute is so that I've got that click going as if it's eighth notes. So every time you see that hi-hat going, I'm still thinking of it as eighth notes, but the click's going on every single one of those. So just be aware that when I do say 150, that's the click that I'm playing along to, but in terms of feeling it as sextuplets rather than triplets, you'd need to half it. So here we're at 150, you'd have to have that 75 beats per minute for it to actually be sextuplets. Otherwise it's just eighth note triplets. You can see straight away there I'm playing a groove here at 150, but then doing eighth note triplets. And it, to me anyway, it doesn't groove quite as much because it just feels like it's slowing down massively. And that's why I switch back to the half-time groove. If that's not making sense or you just don't understand what I mean by that, I'll just count along for a few bars so you know where the time actually is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where the clicks, that's where the actual time of the groove will be, but the click speed that I'm hearing at the minute would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so twice as fast. So I'm switching it up a little bit more now that it's coming back into the grooves faster. Because being as we've got right, left, kick, kick, that means when you go back into a groove and you're putting a kick on 1, it's pretty difficult to do 3 in a row. So if you're doing it and thinking of it as sextuplets still, you could do the first 3 beats as this pattern, but on the last time round, you just want to play all singles with your hands really. So just right, left, and then you're ready to go straight back in on the downbeat into the groove, and it'll be a lot more comfortable, a lot tighter, and you won't have to worry about trying to get that triple kick drum, because it just doesn't sound great. And here you can see a few times when I go back into it, I forget to do all hands. when I do forget to do all the hands, I'll either miss a kick drum out or just try and rush it, and it's the volume of the kicks just goes down drastically because I've just not got the energy to play 3 in a row that quick at the same volume. So it kind of like fades off a little bit, which isn't what you want. You want to try and keep it as consistent as possible. So I think now I just put it up to like 200 BPM or 210 just to see what it'd be like. So as you can see, it's a lot faster because I've just gone pretty much from like 160 or 170 all the way up to 210, which I don't recommend because it's not the best way to practice. This is exactly why. It sounds really rushed, dynamics are all over the place, and I'm having to start and stop a lot, so this little 2-minute section or so is just kind of an example of bad practice. Even though it's nice to kind of push yourself and everything, you want to do it in small steps because the speed will come really quickly. Like, it's taken me here, this whole video has been like 15 minutes or so, and that's going from 130 beats per minute all the way to, I think it was 160 or 170, so 40 BPM in 10 minutes isn't bad at all, and then you just have to kind of grind the rest of it out. That might take me an extra half an hour another time, but to get it up to playing speed, it's time well invested for me. So I'm going to cut that there for this week. I'll try one more of these next week, and then I want to show you another topic, more groove based, about getting some independence and just a bit of rhythmic illusion as well, like making a shuffle feel like it's in straight time, or making straight time feel like it's a shuffle. So it can be great for when you're switching between straight and swung sections, or if you're soloing, or if you're kind of comping along with like keys or guitarists. Sometimes when they're soloing, they'll start playing kind of swung rhythms or groups of 3. So that's really useful for this, but stick around for next week's lesson and you'll see what I mean with that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you'd like to see me doing something in particular, and follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. The links are in the description. See you next week.